Hello and welcome to the on-air channel. I am your social space curator, Ellie Jńe, and today we are going to take a look at my holiday album. This is my first one that I completed, and well, I would say to where I was happy because I've been in practice mode for quite some time trying to get into this craft space and like reading and researching through all these different blogs and stuff like that. And I finally feel like I have somewhat of a method of how I would, make a journal or a photo album. So one of the things about this holiday is we did not get any snow, nor was it cold, and it was very warm. So the flannel and this, non-traditional way of like looking at Christmas, I made sure that it was very simple, as well as like a little bit of posh, because I was able to kind of have a little decorations with the house, but it was very low key this year. Anyway, so the detailing that I have is some sewing around the edges of this photo album. Some time, I think it got really hot then cold in my room, so please forgive some of the bumping up areas because I'm gonna glue those back down. But nonetheless, I used some yarn, some very thick yarn, and got some triangle cardstock and just wrapped it around there. And that's just kind of how I ended up getting these Christmas tree designs. And I love the simplicity of it. And then this little jewel here, I got this on Amazon, and I basically sewed this onto this handle part, and I did some more sewing and stitch work there. This back part of this album, I did some embossing. I hope you can see that on some chipboard. So I'm gonna move this to the side. So I just wanted to have something to clasp this whole book together. I wanted to up the elegance, and I don't know, this is not too bad for a first book. I'm really excited about it. I added some more stitch work to the back, of course, and then I have this here where I can be able to put like a little note if I wanted to put 2021, so I kept it open. But it's really just chipboard, a border around it, and then like the chipboard on top of it had some embossing just like the front of this book as well. And this is supposed to be for a charm. I am still in the process of building charms and trying to figure it all out, so I just don't have one yet, but I'm getting there, y'all. I'm getting there. So let's go ahead and open up this bad boy. I used a clasp, in order to close and open this book. And the first thing that I did when I made this book was make the pockets. I'm super lit about these pockets because they're secure and it looked good. And so if you're wondering about the paper, I used this like cardstock from Hobby Lobby, and it's a Christmas set, and all it had was different flannel designs. Again, it's very minimal, so I thought this was a great idea. I ended up making just a basic envelope at the front. And usually if I have a Zayge photo album like this, I wanted to start off with like an invitation. Because no one came, I just did an example of a save the date or an invite. This invite allowed me to be able to add some jewelry or like a keychain. And then it had the Christmas tree cutout. It had the flannel cardstock with a little bit of layering that I used, just some foam tape to give it some dimension. And then it would have had the information here if I was going to send it out to someone. But this was just like, a little fun practice run. First Zayge book, hello, Christmas edition. Anyway, so as far as like the aesthetic that I chose here, I wanted to kind of show the setup of how I had Christmas this year. And I had a lot of citrus going on, and then I thought the onion was just a nice texture to add to it. But it was very simple because it was just me and my boo. And we just set up the table and made it very, very simple. I added a die cut snowflake. I thought this was really cute. I think it's a Zayge die cut. And then like poinsettias was like, the red in the house was the one thing that made it feel like Christmas because we did not have a Christmas tree. So I left this open just to kind of swatch different colors and stuff like that. So I'll probably come back around and swatch some colors and add some texture here and here as well. All right, so we're opening this book, and I did a lot of crafting for practice So I wanted to kind of reflect that within this book. And then I did a kind of like a, I don't know, a box envelope with a wax seal at the end. I don't know, I thought it was cute. And it says Space Curator, so I liked it. And then we had not too many activities going on, but you know, I wanted to talk about, like, you know, what I did throughout the week and things like that. So you know, we had a birthday in the house, so I just talked about what we did for the week versus like the agenda of what I would have done, you know, for an event. But yeah, I wanted to document that. And then we have this little extra piece of paper that I thought was cute, and unfortunately we didn't have more photos to actually print, so it's gonna remain blank. This is supposed to hold a bookmark or, you know, some extra cardstock. And then I added this envelope too, just to hold some extra pictures too. But you know, this year was scarce. But I was prepared just in case things was popping off, because I invited my family, and you know, COVID just kind of had us stay at home. As far as like what we made, or what I made for the Christmas holiday, I put the menu here, and I did kind of like a shadow box kind of feel. Behind here is like some gold paper with some more flannel paper on top of that layered underneath. And this is a vellum that I printed on, and I just glued and cut out within this shadow box. So I thought this was a really cute idea. I do have another sheet of paper that's supposed to have some pictures, but you know, I did save some you know, photos of what we did make. So I did make braised mussels, so I took a picture of that. The recipe is supposed to go inside of this envelope here. So yeah, I got a lot of catching up to do. I really like this concept right here because it allowed me to take the QR code and put it on the picture as well as like the recipe. And this allowed me to, you know, showcase what I did on Instagram here. But this was like shrimp chowder. It was really freaking good. Then I made buttermilk chicken somewhere through the holiday. It wasn't actually on Christmas, but nonetheless, it was a hit. And then, you know, we had a little drink, you know what I'm saying? Some Moscato, and I just wanted to note the drink that we had because it was actually pretty good. We've been trying new things. The other thing that we did was make some sweets. So I made some sugar spiced rum pound cake, and that was very, very good. And then, of course, I don't know if you saw it on my Instagram, but I made some homemade cookies, and I found a really good recipe on Pinterest from Joy Food Sunshine. It was so freaking good, and I'm going to make some more. I actually saved quite a bit of the dough, but I'm going to make some more. Anyway, so yeah, and the craft room was finally finished last year, so unfortunately, I couldn't make any thank you cards because nobody came, but I thought it was really nice to just document that, you know, the craft room was done. And then, of course, I made some, like, you know, gift packaging cookies for my friends and things like that. So it was some homemade cookies for those that were local for me. So yeah, I just like this picture, so I put it in there. That's me, y'all. And here are some like crafting organization things that I did in my room. I just want to take some cute aesthetics. I made me like a earring journal. Check that video out, guys. It's pretty fun. And I also made some homemade onion powder, and I had a very good date night, and we had quite a few good date nights with my boo. So yeah, so We Are Memory Keeper has been really keeping me practicing my craft of social space curating. On the crafting side of things, I'm really excited about it because I'm very good at purchasing. Now I'm like being the handy person to make this stuff, and I really was, you know, using the mess out of their tools. I have so many of those tools. Please check out some of my reviews because I have some great things to say about their products. But yeah, I ended my album with a pocket in the back, just in case I had more things that I wanted to stuff in there. But yeah, that pretty much concludes my first Zayge collection holiday journal. So I got to make one for January. I was sick with COVID season, but you know, maybe I'll have some tips and tricks on the inside just to show you guys. So anyway, I'm Ellie Jńe, your social space curator, with your first ever holiday collection photo album. I'm going to make another one for January. I'm going to make one once a month and show you guys. And I hope you enjoyed this recap. So check out my other videos. I have a lot of other ways that I express how you could be a social space curator, how to decorate your space, how to gather with your friends and family. Check those out. And don't forget, I love to live and I live to share. And I'm signing off. Bye, guys.